The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Like 49. Like 49.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Mike zero. Mike zero. Set.
They'll run left with Pollard. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. The slot man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Little bootleg here. Levis. Got his man, Okonkwo.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Hey, Mike 13. Mike 13.
He's got it. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Wheels. Wheels.
Pollard.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike zero. Mike zero.
Levis now off of play action.
He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's McCarthy. Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a 1st down. Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Pass complete to Naylor, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 90, Mike 90.
Levis to throw it.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Escaping the pressure right.
That is incomplete. The Titans at 5-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Oh, here Lockett with a chance to run it.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there,
you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Play action now. Levis
sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line. Like 0.
Levis.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Or 54, Mike 54.
Levis, quick completion out wide.
Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Now McCarthy.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
And he stopped immediately there.
L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
On play action. Now McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Well, it's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
18 left, 18 left. Come 19, come 19. Go street.
To the air with McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T.J. Hawkinson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Levis.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. There he goes right side.
Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On the move to his left.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
2nd and 10. Another touch for Davis Price. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To the air again, McCarthy.
Throwing right, and that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hey, Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Go.
McCarthy operating from the gun. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Naylor
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
So the pick 6, and now Levis right back to the air.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
49, Mike 49.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for this. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Levis.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
At the 39-yard line.
Mike zero! Mike zero! Hand up!
Levis looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Like 54!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Slide for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hawk 70, 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Open man is Naylor. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Up the middle, Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's McCarthy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Option play, here's Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Back to throw, it's Levis. Gonna throw right side here, complete. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Hey, come on, come on.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mike 46, Mike 46. Here, I'm down, 90 down, 49, Rita. Hey, here, I'm back. Here, I'm back. Say hi.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Levis to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Zero.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. Breaks through the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now McCarthy gets it out wide to Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Vikings 49, Titans 28. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Like 13, like 13. Out on. Destroy.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Looking right sideline, that's complete.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
Half the 60. Half the 60. Here we go.
Davis Price.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Again, it's Davis Price.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Davis Price.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Rolling to his right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Diamond. Like 5-4. 49's down. 22 Rita.
Levis back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
49, Mike 49. Hand up.
They'll throw it again with Levis.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Levis out of the gun on third down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Like 24.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Chig Okonkwo.
39 yards.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Let's go. Tracy. Sadat. Heroes down. 90 down. 49 Rita. Sadat.
Here's Levis.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Like 54, like 54.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chigakonkwo.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
At the Titans' 46-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.